from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
And good evening, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Kind of a quick turnaround here, back with you live, tracking this tornado-warned storm pushing through parts of Caroline County in Virginia right now. We have a brand new tornado warning in effect till 7:30 this evening for parts of Caroline County and northwestern parts of Essex County. And this storm is important to watch not only as it moves through Caroline County, but this will likely be posing a threat for parts of northwestern Westmoreland County, parts of King George County over the next hour, and if it holds together, could try to cross the Potomac River into parts of Charles and St. Mary's County over the next hour and a half. So this is going to be a very interesting situation to watch. This current tornado warning is in effect for these areas here shaded in pink. So let's get the latest warning text on this storm. Let's get you the latest from the National Weather Service. So again, this tornado warning is in effect for northern Caroline County and northwestern Essex County until 7:30. At 7:05, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Ladysmith, Virginia, or near Milford, Virginia, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. This storm has a history of producing a tornado near Beaver Dam, back in Hanover County. So the impact here, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur with this storm. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm is likely to be near Milford right around 7:20, Bowling Green around 7:25, and Fort A.P. Hill around 7:30. So if you are in this tornado warned polygon right now, let's go ahead and get those tornado safety precautions loaded up. This is what you need to be doing if a warning gets issued for your location. So those of you in Caroline County right now, this is what you should be doing. In King George County and parts of Westmoreland County, this is what you should be thinking about doing. You want to move indoors to a substantial shelter that has a foundation. Move to the lowest level of your home, either a basement or a first floor. So you want to be in a building that has a foundation. We're not talking a mobile home, a trailer, or a shed, and you want to get either to a basement or a first floor. And then this last point, or the second and last point, you want to be moving into an interior room in your either on that first level or on that basement. If you're on that first level, you need to be putting as many walls between you and the outside as possible. So we're talking either a bathroom, a closet, a hallway, just anything that gets you to the most interior part of a home. You want to cover your head and body. You want to protect yourself from flying debris. Let me take you on over to a different version of radar I like to use. This really allows us to kind of investigate storms a little bit. Let's bring you on over here. That isn't the correct one, but I can make it the correct one. Let me switch us down here to Wakefield's radar. They have a better vantage point on this. But I do want to show you, though, while we have this wider image here, we have two tornado warnings to our south and west, one here for the Bowling Green area and one down here just to the east of Powhatan, Virginia. That's going to be just west of Richmond. Both of these storms moving north and east, and this icon here represents a tornado report for over Hanover County as this storm pushed on through. But this storm right here near Bowling Green, where you see these grays right here and then you get these reds on the other side, that would be indicative of rotation. Red is winds heading away from the radar. Those grays and greens, winds heading towards the radar. Latest radar scan shows really where that is currently taking place here north of Bowling Green. That would be indicative of that rotation in the atmosphere as this storm continues to track north and east. So the latest with this storm, I actually want to take us back on over for a moment, get us to a version of radar that gets me into these town names, gets me into these street names. Let's take this manual tracking off for the time being. Let's come on in here. Let me bring back up that velocity scan. So this is a different radar, but we can still see where this rotation is. This rotation, again, just north of Bowling Green. So that's going to be, oh, that isn't the best line I've ever drawn. So that rotation is going to be right in here. This is currently crossing Route 1. This is following just north of 301 in Virginia. So north of Bowling Green here. Let's get you some town names that'll help you really identify where this is. Let's go ahead. Let me get that tool loaded up. So again, we're talking, this is actually Route 2, my apology here. So that's going to be Route 2 for you. This is right over Woodsale Road, getting on over towards Thornton Road, on over towards Jeff Davis Drive. These are going to be the regions right now where that storm could potentially be producing a tornado right now. And we're going to watch this as it moves to the north and east. The National Weather Service has already issued a special marine warning here. This is off the coast of King George County and Charles County here between the just south of the 301 bridge up towards Fairview Beach and Nanjemoyne. This special marine warning goes until 8:30. They're noting that a waterspout is possible. That the storm is still pretty far away from where this special marine warning is in effect, but they're giving boaters a heads up along the Potomac River, off the shores of Fairview Beach, off the shores of Dahlgren, Newburgh, Belle Alton, Welcome, Nanjemoyne here on the Potomac River, that this storm could be potentially moving into this region over the next hour. The latest radar scan continues to show where this storm is. I want to see if we have a new radar scan with it. I'm going to go on a different screen here. And we do still have that signature of rotation. What I want to do here is take us on over to Wakefield's radar. That really allows us to get an idea of what's going on. Let's take you on over to that velocity. Yeah, you can really see where that velocity is here with this storm. It's going to be right in here. So with this radar, so we are still tracking right in this region here, just north of Bowling Green, continuing here to race towards the north and east. So this storm, and we actually have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect now for parts of King George County as this storm continues here to race to the north and east. Let me go ahead and get our social media feeds updated with this as this storm continues to track to the north and east here. I want to get that storm track on it if I'm able to. So we're still tracking this just northeast of Bowling Green. We're moving this 55. That goes until 8 p.m. Let me get the latest warning text on this storm as it continues here to track to the north and east. Alright, let me get this posted. I'm just about done. And I will read the latest information here for you all. Tweet, Facebook. Make sure that post. So this again is a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is up for King George County and northern parts of Virginia here. This goes until 8 o'clock. At 7:18, a severe thunderstorm was located near Fort A.P. Hill, or 8 miles north of Bowling Green. This is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. The main hazards here are going to be 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, but this thunderstorm also has a history of producing a tornado, and it actually currently has that tornado warning with it here in parts of Caroline County. So this might be just a precursor to them potentially issuing a new tornado warning for King George County, but we'll see. Impact here. Damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could enter those outdoors as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees as a result. Localized power outages are possible. Locations impacted include but are not limited to King George, Dahlgren, Fairview Beach, Nanjemoyne Creek, Rollins Fork, Wheatonville, 9, Lambs Creek, Jersey, Bertheville, Shiloh, and Doge. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for King George County and parts of King George County in Northern Virginia. I see lots of people. Hello, everyone. Just now jumping on Forecaster John Bordash here, continuing to track the potential for severe weather this evening. Good news, no active warnings in Southern Maryland right now. So lots of questions about St. Mary's County and Lesby. No active warnings for those regions right now. What we are tracking at the moment is a current severe thunderstorm that has the potential to produce a tornado here north of Bowling Green, Virginia. So if you're used to driving down I-95 here, heading south of Fredericksburg, and you're taking 301, this is just north of there. Tornado warning for Caroline County here until 7:30, so for about the next 8 minutes. And then we have a severe thunderstorm warning here for King George County, indicating the threat of a potential tornado. I want to switch our radars here. I want to get back to our local radar. This allows us to get a better look at this storm now that it is entering our region. And I've been really watching this storm here for about the last hour or so. And we have additional tornadic storms to the west of Richmond that continue to track here to the north and east. I want to get the road tool off for just a moment. And I want to take a look at the latest rotation with this storm, see how it's continuing to evolve. I want to see how this radar has been showing that rotation. So this is definitely one of the more impressive radar scans from this radar. I bet you this weak field radar I just clicked off of probably still shows this a little bit better. We'll see. In this part of Virginia, we're pretty far away from both of the nearest radars, so it can make it difficult to get a good look at what is actually happening down in this region. So let's see, can we get this? That's the reflectivity, velocity. Yeah, so this is right where we have that little bit of rotation right now towards the radar, away from the radar here. This is now northeast of Bowling Green. This is likely going to stay along 301. The general motion of this storm is northeast, but it's not going to be parallel northeast to 301, so we'll probably cross 301 here at some point, probably as it gets near the Port Royal area. And it looks like Port Royal, you are formally under that tornado warning right now. We'll see how it continues to track, though. We'll see if the rotation amps up a little bit. It looks like it might be trying to dwindle down ever so slightly. We'll see, though. If we take a look over the last hour with this storm, see how it's been I need to come back up here to Sterling. New severe thunderstorm warning up here for the Winchester area. Okay, what we need to do is allow this system to reboot just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take you on over here. This, our program here has been getting quite the workout today, and sometimes it just glitches ever so slightly. The the Storm Prediction Center is now highlighting our region under a new mesoscale discussion, highlighting that the risk of damaging winds, hail, and a tornado or two continues with severe storms across south central Virginia and southern parts of Maryland. But what we can see here, what I want to show you, is that we have a couple of different tornadic systems here. You can see the one that we are tracking here. This is in Bowling Green, or north of Bowling Green. Another one here just to the northwest of Richmond. This is going to be heading to the north and east. And I do not see any new tornado warnings right now for the Newburgh area, for those asking. This program especially tends to stay pretty up to date with what's going on. So no new tornado warning just yet. If we get one issued, I will get that alert pretty much on all of these programs that I have open right now. We'll watch it, though. If you're in Newburgh, you do want to stay aware. No warnings right now, just that severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Let me come on over here now that we've rebooted a little bit. See, do we have, yep, this is Sterling. So let's take a look at how, again, these storms have kind of evolved here over the last hour. You can see how they've tracked from, at least the warnings here, how they tracked from southwest to northeast, and how those tornado warnings continue to move northeast as well. Jennifer says it looks like the St. Mary's bubble is going to hold tonight. I wouldn't bet on that. Not just yet, at least. These storms aren't the actual, well, they are concerning, but what I'm really watching is this line back to the west. This line is likely to mirror what we saw earlier in the day when that first line moved through around lunchtime. Everyone got in on rain. Granted, the worst weather was north of St. Mary's County, but even there you saw some heavy rain. The worst of these storms, again, moving northeast here. Let's get the latest storm track here. And that doesn't want to, that's fine. I'm not messing with it. But this storm here is tracking towards Port Royal Index and eventually towards Colonial Beach. So this might end up being a concern here for areas south of La Plata and Hughesville in about an hour or so. We'll see, though. We'll see as they continue to track north and east. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to continue to watch. Tornado warning for Richmond, not Richmond proper. This is just north of Richmond. This warning down here to the south. So this is going to be northwest of Laurel and Tuckahoe, just west of Glen Allen here. So we'll watch that. That's one tornado warning, additional tornado warning for Caroline County. We are getting a new severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like it might just be for this. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to convert this tornado warning here over to a severe thunderstorm warning, and it touches some of our regions. So it looks like this tornado warning will be allowed to be expired here momentarily in about 2 minutes or so. That kind of surprises me looking at the rotation here on radar, but that looks like to be the decision that the National Weather Service is going with. If this tornado warning gets dropped, we'll go ahead and kind of step away. If we get a new warning issued, we will, continue with this. But my voice after a long day like this, it's a long day of live streams. It starts to go after a little bit. But we'll stay with it for right now. You can see where this storm really is. I want to get our level 2 radar data on. Is this really not going to work? Oh, yes, it is. Bet. So we have rotation in this area. Okay, we're pushing northeast here at about 27 miles an hour. We're way too fast there. There we go. So this would be a general look at storm timing here for you. So getting into the King George area here by about 7:45, getting into Morgantown and Pope's Creek by about 8:15, and Allen's Fresh 8:24, by Comico 8:26. The National Weather Service has allowed that tornado warning to expire, but if you know, and again, we like to look at this rotation signature, I still see what tries to be a little bit of rotation. It seems like it's pulsing down at the moment, so we'll see if it pulses back up. But Amanda, no warnings for Clements right now, just that severe thunderstorm watch until 10. So stay weather aware. I'll be here in the Storm Center throughout the rest of the evening, continuing to keep you updated. I'll have updates on Facebook, facebook.com/JBWeatherLLC, Twitter @JB_weather, and Instagram @JBWeather. Throughout the rest of the evening, if we get any new warnings for Southern Maryland, I'll be back here with you live to track them. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go get some new water, step away for a little bit, and again, I'll continue to keep you updated. So stay with JB Weather for the latest information, and I'll continue to keep you updated on the latest on these storms.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.